Hey guys, it's Stasha Eriksen, lenge siden sist, which means a long time no see in Norwegian. I know you guys, I know it's been a million years. I've had a lot going on, and I've been, especially since Corona happened, I've been working more internally and privately with all of my clients on Etsy. And as a lot of you know, 2 years ago I had a pretty major accident, and it was a near-death experience, and I paralyzed my forehead. It's a little better now. One side moves still. But I've been going through surgeries left and right, and really just doing a lot of inner healing. I quit drinking alcohol. I just made a lot of big life changes in the past couple of years, and I've never been happier. And I know I haven't been public, and I'm sorry for that, but you know how it got for me when I was doing so many Mandela Effect videos. You know, I was really targeted, as you can imagine. My videos were getting up in like 50,000, 100,000, and I was doing lots of interviews, and I became a target. And it's not like I haven't dealt with that before, but it got to the point where it was really distracting me from my everyday life, and it was taking away from my time with my family, my children, and it just wasn't worth it. So I continue to help people and I haven't stopped. In fact, I've been busier than I've ever been. But I've done it privately on Etsy. I probably record 50 videos a week, but they're all private. So I just wanted to chime in with everybody and let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still doing the work that I do. But the way that you can work with me now is going through Etsy. I probably will not continue to do so much content on YouTube. I love it, but if you go through my channel in my educational playlist, my podcast playlist, my healing ancient places around the world, the news you need, all of the stuff that's on my channel that I've kept up there is very, very, very relevant. And it's even if the videos are 10 or more years old, there's still topics that matter, and there's still topics that are still coming up today. And, you know, if a topic comes up that I feel is important that I need to share with you guys, I will. But I just found that for a while, everybody on YouTube was just making content to make content, or especially with Mandela Effect, people were making videos just to copy what somebody else already did, and it just got monotonous and distracting. And of course, I was a huge part of that phenomena as a researcher. And, you know, I wrote a fucking, oh, sorry, 350-page book on the topic. And I did everything I could, but it got to the point where it really took up my whole life. So yeah, I'm still interested in Mandela effects, but I just haven't got around to finishing volume 2 of the book. It would just pretty much never end at this point. Every day there's another Mandela effect still after all these years. I wrote that book in 2016, I think. So there's ones all the time that pop up. My husband and I'll be like, oh, what was that? What was that? It's like all the times where we're just used to it now. So it's still fascinating. It still makes me wonder, what is it? Is it parallel realities? You know, what is it? But overall, my focus for the past 2 years, especially since I was going through my own inner healing, has been healing others. Rather than me sitting around and feeling sorry for myself for all the surgeries and the I've had to go through and all the pain I've had to go through, it's really helped me to shift the focus off of myself and help others instead. And me helping others has made me very selfless and has, allowed me to put others first. And when I do that, again, I'm not focusing on myself and my pain. Focusing on healing others really has sped up my own personal healing process and my own spiritual journey. I think I've grown more exponentially in the spiritual direction since my accident 2 years ago than I ever did for the 10 years leading up to that, when all I did was research and all I did was make videos. It was kind of like when I stopped and just became an observer and just listened rather than speaking all the time. I've learned the most I ever have. So I really encourage all of you to go on your own little hermit journey, go within and, turn off the voices and just feel. I'm such an empath more than anything else, and I just sit and I just feel. I don't do the 2 hours of meditation every day anymore. I'll just sit in silence for 5 minutes and I just receive. I just receive what the universe has to send me. And I've gotten more, information from Father Universe that way than I ever have when I tried really hard to study and research. So, yeah, it's been a lot. I probably look a little different. I've had my teeth fixed. My teeth were bashed in. My face is still paralyzed on one side. The scar is a lot better. You can kind of see it. But I have a surgery coming up where they're going to kind of even out the eyebrows. Lost a lot of weight. I was really heavy for a long time because I was drinking and, drinking to cope with the pain that I went through, and was on a lot of pain medicine. I mean, you name it. I just literally went through hell and back. But it was a good thing because, we have to go through the darkness to find the light. And even though I've gone through dark nights of the soul and shadow work before, this was a really heavy one for me. And yeah, I just really want everyone to go. I just encourage everybody to do the same thing. I don't think that we learn as much spiritually when we're just out there all the time or telling people how things are. Even if I've done this work for more than 20 years, I'm still learning every single day. I just wanted to chime in and let you guys know that I was still around, and also to draw attention to the fact that I just uploaded a video earlier today, and it's just an audio. I'm not showing my face, but I did want to chime in and show my face so you guys know I'm okay. But I hadn't made a video in about a year, and I just didn't feel that I had anything relevant to say. And again, I don't want to make content just to make content. So it was really the majority of the work that I've been doing over the past 2 years on Etsy has been, a lot of you know that I did curse removals for a long time. I still do those. But I started doing something that myself and only one other woman currently on the internet are doing. And it's known as a spirit attachment removal. And so I made a video a few years ago, about what is a spirit attachment. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It's in the educational playlist on my channel. But essentially, it's when a spirit of a lower energy or lower negative entity attaches to a human being, and the different physical symptoms and effects that that can have on a person. A spirit attachment is one step away from a possession. And many people think, possession is fake and la la la. It's not. It's super serious and super real. And when people come to me for a spirit attachment removal, they haven't quite gotten to the point of possession. When someone is aware that a spirit is attached to them, that's a really good thing, because that means the spirit hasn't, fully merged with them. If you think of like a catechus with the two serpents going up the spine, people, that's what even crazier. People go through spiritual meditations on purpose to try to do this Kundalini thing, and they don't realize they're actually kind of merging with a serpent. Another story for another day. But anyhow, I've had a lot of clients that have been severely affected by spirit attachments. And the symptoms range in so many different ways, from like depression, feelings of suicide, feeling cold, feeling sick, addictions, lots of different things. Really check out the spirit attachment video on my channel. I get more into detail. Or just go to my Etsy shop, which is in the link below, and look for the services on my page. And one of them is called an entity and spirit attachment removal. If you read through the description, it's more detailed, so I don't want to repeat everything here. But essentially, I'd say about 80% of the people that have come to me over the past 2 years have a spirit attachment, and it's affecting their life in a very negative way. And there's been an uptick in this, particularly this year in 2022. From the month of like June through now, it has been nonstop. I'm removing spirits from anywhere from 25 to 100 people every week. At this point, this year alone, I've removed spirits from over 1,500 people. 1,500. And we're just talking about Etsy. I also still have my website, StashaEriksen.com. People order through there. I have old school clients that I've worked with forever. They pay me through PayPal. So I don't even know how many it's been this year total. Probably around 2,000. This is how serious the negative spiritual world has gotten. It is taking over human beings left and right. So we are really at a judgment phase right now, where we're either going to align with this darkness, or we are going to get real with ourselves, strip away all of the BS, and, live in our purpose. Otherwise, we will be next to be just swept up. The number one way spirits will get attached to people is when they shift their energy. So if you're normally somebody who's like really positive, really upbringing or uplifting, and let's say you have a traumatic event of some kind, this is when they are most attracted to you. Mostly when a human being is down, they want to pick on you, because spirits don't have bodies, right? So the only way they can exist is by hosting your body, essentially. That's why the spirit's dream is to fully possess, because then the person is no longer in control and they're in control. I mean, these guys are the same guys that were banished in the fall. Okay, this is very ancient stuff. They're not allowed to be here. So they find ways to sneak in through spirit attachments, or they come through people that do channeling, and people are saying they're channeling a higher being, and then all of a sudden their voice changes. Yeah, not good, not safe. But anyway, my job has been to remove these entities from people, and I've been so busy. Really, there is only one other woman that does this, and she's in a foreign country, doesn't speak English. Her removal takes 9 months to get done, and she charges like $1,500. My removals take 1 or 2 weeks to be done, and I charge $150. So this is why I've been so busy, because I ask so little and I put so much into it, and my turnaround is a lot quicker than most. But I have like a 90% success rate at this point, and the 10% of people whose spirits have not been removed through my work, I've later found out that these are people that used to practice black magic or witchcraft and actually summoned spirits to them for a reason. And they'll come to me and go, well, why isn't it gone? And what the authority God has given me is to remove spirits that are attached to people who are innocent, people who have not asked for this attachment, people whose spirits are already down, and these spirits, or their souls are down, and then spirits use them like a battery, like energy vampires. They feed off of them. Again, that our energy is like food to them. And yeah, they kick you when you're already down. So my job is to lift these heavy things off of people and to give them their life back. I essentially kind of absorb all of their negative energy from a distance. I transmute it and transform it, like through my own heart, through love and compassion and empathy. And then I send that energy back to the person so they get their own energy back, but it's like renewed and refreshed. And it's really hard to explain, but it's a special gift that God gave me, and He gave me these gifts one at a time since 2012. As I've progressed spiritually, He gives me more of these little gifts, and this is a new thing that I'm very honored to have the privilege to be able to do. It is very hard work. I still get attacked. It takes a lot out of me. Sometimes I'm working till midnight still, and I'll be up working from 10 a.m. to midnight. But this is what is required right now, because there is so many people suffering from this that really, really, really need help. So if you or someone you know think they might be going through something like this, or you're not sure, go to my Etsy page, reach out to me. I don't really respond much on YouTube. I'm just not here anymore. Go to Etsy. You can send me a message, and I will help you. Or go to my website, StashaEriksen.com. You can send me an email there for free. But I really feel there's a lot of people suffering out there. And again, I just uploaded the audio where I was just sitting in the car and talked about this like at length for 30 minutes. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that really need my help. And even though I haven't made content for like a year, I've seen that almost nobody has unsubscribed to my channel. I still have my tribe of 3,333 people. So that feels good. So I'm probably, a lot of you are gonna be really happy to see me right now. And thank you for staying and waiting for this, because I have always said when I have something important, I will come back. So that's why I'm here. Here to clean up spiritual messes. And a lot of people are getting in these messes because they're going online and they think being a witch is cool, and they think spells are cool, and they're Googling stuff, and they're doing things that are extremely harmful. And so, yeah, my full-time job is cleaning up spiritual messes right now. So it's a lot, but if you or someone you know might be suffering from some type of spiritual attack or something of that nature, reach out to me, and I'm here to help. So check out that video where I explain things more in detail. And yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still alive. Just don't expect a lot of content from Mama Stash. I'm just too exhausted. I'm really working anywhere from 60 or more hours a week doing these removals, and I just don't simply have time to be on YouTube. But I'm here for all of you. I care. I've never stopped thinking of you guys. I love you all so much. I miss my tribe. So reach out to me, leave a comment, send me a WhatsApp, and yeah, I hope you guys are all well. I have a lot of more surgeries still coming up over the next year. I have 4 more surgeries coming up. But it's just a healing journey, and I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy that I didn't die in an accident, that I'm still here, and that I'm able to serve all of you. Okay, so I'm sending you love and peace and prayers from Norway, and I'll talk to you all soon. And ha det bra. Oh, yeah, that means goodbye in Norse. Ha det.